Everyone, we will start with the fourth order Runge-Kutta method under the series in numerical analysis. So this approximation method is applicable only for first order ordinary differential equation. What it is? If it has been given like dy by dx is equals to y dash is equals to f of x comma y with y of x0 is equals to y0. What is this? This is known as initial value. So initial value has been given to us in this way. So what is it? It shows that the value of y at x0 is been given to as y0. So we have to consider x0, y0 as my initial values. So this method computes approximate values of y1, y2, y3 and so on, and with the equation with the values of x0, comma x0 plus h, x0 plus 2h and so on. What is this h? H is nothing but a step height of this particular interval. What is it? It is yi plus 1 is equals to yi plus h by 6 k1i plus 2 times k2i plus 2 times k3i plus 4 plus k times k of 4i, right? So it's nothing but, so if you'll observe this yi plus 1, so next value of y is depending on the previous value of y. So if you'll observe this yi plus 1 is equals to yi plus some, this is what something here over here. So this is what is a small increment, but it is, so previous value of y depends upon the next value of y depends upon the previous of y, and therefore what are those ki's? K1i is f of xi comma yi. K2i is f of xi plus h by 2 comma yi plus h by 2 k1i. That means what? Whatever the value we have got it k1i in the previous step, we'll be using to calculate k2i. Similarly, if you'll observe k3i, the formula is this this xi plus h by 2 remains the same. Where is the change? The change is in y increment. The y increment. So it is yi plus h by 2 times k2i, right? So that means what? Again, I'm calculating the k3i, making use of k2i, that is from the previous step. And k4i is equals to f of xi plus h, comma, yi plus h k3i. So if you'll observe again, this k3i, we are making use of k3i to calculate k4i. So it's not difficult formula at all. You just have to understand it. But I will make you understand this formula again with the help of example. Let us go for example. It says that h is equals to 0.1. Find the approximate values of the solution of initial value problem. And the formula has been given to us. Now, let us understand what has been given and what we have to calculate. H is equals to 0.1, it's been given. Then x0 and y0 has been given to us. X0, that is the first value. That means x is equals to 0 here. And this is my y0. That means the value of y at x is equals to 0 is given to me as 1. And I need to calculate the x at, or the approximate values of those y at x is equals to 0.1 and x is equals to 0.2. Let us understand this in a pictorial way. So if at this stage, right now with the given example is given to me here at this stage. So at x is equals to 0, y0 has been given to me as 1. So that means at initial approximation has been given to me as 1. They have asked me to take h of 0.1. So height of 0.1, if I'm adding this height in my x, what would be my x? X would be my 0.1. So now what is the task been given to me? The task is I need to calculate this y at x is equals to 0.1. So this is what is my first step I need to calculate for. So this is what I wanted to reach from the first step to the next step. Again, if I'll add this 0.1 at the height of 0.1 here in x, I'll reach here to x is equals to 0.2. And at that point, I need to calculate my y. So again, that would be my y2, because as per the formula which we have defined in the previous slide, we have played with the y1 I, the value of yi plus 1. and which is equals to yi. And every time we are calculating that yi, so what will be my y1, what will be my y2, what will be my y3? So every time we are reaching to the next point using the previous. So it's known as an iterative method. So it's known as numerical analysis, and we are doing that. Now this has been given to me, but we know that it should be expressed as y dash is equals to f of x comma y, and therefore we are trying to just recalculate or just rearranging the terms here. We are just arranging the terms. So y dash is equals to minus 2y plus this. So we have just shifted that plus 2y to the other side, and therefore we could write down, because all our formula we have defined on f of x comma y. So let us say this y dash is nothing but f of x comma y, which is equals to minus 2xy plus x cube e to the power minus 2x, where x0 is 0, y0 is 1. It's been given to me in the example. Let us calculate this again. Let's just recollect the formula from the previous. So k1I is equals to f of xi comma yi. Now, right now, in the present case, I am on I is equals to 0, that is initial. So here, I'm playing here I is equals to 0. So here I'm I equals to 0. So I'm calculating I is equals to 0 everywhere. So if I'll put the formulas over here, so k10 is equals to f of x0 comma y0, which is equals to f of 0 comma 1, which is equals to minus 2. What is my f of x comma y? It's been minus 2y plus x cube into e to the power minus 2x. So I'm calculating this. So x0 comma y0, x0 is 0, y0 is 1. So if I'll put x is equals to 0 here and y is equals to 1 in this case, this f of x comma y, I will get the value of k10 as minus 2. What is k2I is equals to f of xi plus h by 2, right? So let us do that with the values of I. So everywhere I'm putting I is equals to 0 for this first step. So to reach to this step, I'm using I is equals to 0 everywhere in my given formula. So k20 is equals to f of x0 plus h by 2 comma y0 plus h by 2 k10, which is equals to f of, right, f of 0.5 comma 1 plus 0.5 into minus 2. What we have done, we have just put the values of x0, h, y0 and k10 in the present case to calculate k20. That's all. We are not doing anything. Just we have to understand the procedure, what it is. It is nothing but you have to use the calculate the next value using the previous one. So it's I have put my x0. It's still, if you'll observe, x0 is 0, y0 is 1, and my h is equals to 0.1 over here, 0.1 over here, right? And therefore, after calculating it is nothing but this, and then it is nothing but f of 0.5 comma 0.9. We'll just calculate this 1 plus 0.5, 0.05 into minus 2. We have got that as minus 9. Sorry, as 0.9, and we just put these values here in this particular example. So it's minus 2 times, so we are replacing y as 0.9 and x as 0.05. Will get the value at k20 as minus 1.7998. Purposely I have put all the values here just to make you understand what exactly we are reaching towards, right? Purposely, whatever the values I've got it from the calculator, I have put all the values in the example here. So k3I is equals to f of xi plus h by 2 comma yi plus h by 2 k of 2I. What it is, this is k30 is equals to f of x0 plus h by 2 comma y0 plus h k20 by 2. So again, the same procedure we have been doing it. X0 is 0, y0 is equals to 1 and h is equals to 0.1. After putting these values, we have got the function or f of 0.05 comma 0.9100005655. It's not required always to take all those values, but just for a just for the understanding purpose, I have kept all the values in this here. Otherwise, it is enough for you to calculate decimal after the decimal points, only 4 digits after the decimal point. It's enough. It's absolutely enough to calculate it. And therefore this minus 2, and just we have to put these values as x is equals to 0.05 and y is equals to 0.91000, and this is we have to put it in this f of x comma y. We will be getting as minus 1.819898206 as K3I, that is K3 0 in the present case. Now I'm keeping I is equals to 0 until now. Let us go for the last as K4I, because I'm interested in yi plus 1, that is y1, because my I is present case is 0. Therefore, my interest in calculating yi, that is yi, that is I plus 1, that is y1 in the present case. And therefore, it's K4I. It's been given to you like this. Just we are putting the values of the x0 and the h and all. After getting it, we will get it as the value as minus 1.635201628. My suggestion for you all is just you understand the procedure out of this, and you just pause the video in between and calculate by the calculator. So using this entire thing you are solving with me. So it's yi plus 1 is equals to yi, and this is, and therefore we are just keeping the value. So if you'll observe it, I kept I is equals to 0 in this case also. This is also I equals to 0 here. So if I'm keeping I equals to 1 is equals to y0 plus h by 6 and so on, we will get the value as 0.8187533803. Now what it is, this is nothing but the value of y at 0.1 as x. So this is the value of y at x is equals to 0.1. So if you'll observe, we were here, we have taken h is equals to 0.1 as the height, and we have reached it to this state. So this is what we have reached up to this, right? So this is what we have got it until now. Now, is this the end of the example? No, because what we want one more step, as we have seen in the previous step also. We want to add one more 0.1 into 0.01. So we will get it, the value of y at 0.2 r of x, right? So this is nothing but K11. Now I'm putting I is equals to 1 everywhere. So whatever the value we have got it as y1, we will be making use of that y1 to calculate y2, right? And you are using it everywhere in this. So this is what I have just calculated, this f of 0.1 comma 0.818753803, and just we have put the values of x is equals to 0.1 and y is equals to 0.8187 and all, and we have got the value of K11 as minus 1.636688875. K21 is also on the similar lines. We're calculating the same way. There is no difference. Only the difference here is we are calculating x1, y1 and h as the value. In the previous step, we have done it x0, y0 and h. In the present case, we are doing it x1, y1 and h. What is x1? x1 is 0.1. We have got that after putting 1h is equals to 0.1 in 0. So we have reached to the second step, and now we are trying to reach to the next second step with x is equals to 0.2. So we have got it as K21 as minus 1.471338457. Similarly, K3I is equals to the formula we are aware of. Now it's nothing but K31 is equals to f of x1 plus h by 2 comma y1 plus h K21 by 2. So again, we are calculating x1, the value of x1, y1, and then h is equals to, and we will reach to the point K31 as minus 1.487873,498. That means if you observe, every time we are making use of the previous to calculate the next. Now if you observe this also, we have got it K21. We have used that value to calculate our K31, right? So it's iterative problem. And now K4I is f of xi plus h yi h K3I, which is K41 is equals to f of x1 plus h comma y1 plus h into K31. As I have told you, we are using K31 to calculate K41, and therefore we have got the value of K41 as minus 1.334570,346. This is just K41. We have not yet reached to y2. Y2 you will be getting at y2 is equals to y1 plus h by 6 times K11 plus 2 times K21 plus 2 times K31 plus 4 times plus K41. So this is what we have got it here, and therefore we will be getting the answer as 0.670592417. And therefore whatever they have asked me the question, that the ordinary differential equation has been given to me, I have to use the IVP, that is initial value problem, and I have to reach to the point at what is the value or approximate value of y at x is equals to zero point 0.1 is been we have calculated as this. Then what is the value of y at x is equals to zero point 0.2? This is what 0.6705. So if you'll observe, we have been here, then we have reached here, that is 0.8187. Right after this, h is equals to zero point 0.1. Again we have taken h is equals to zero point 0.1 as a height, and we have reached to this point. This is what is the point at 0.2 as x, and this value of this has been given to you as here, or you can say this is also same as what we have calculated it here. This is what is known as the Runge-Kutta method of fourth order. It's this method is very simple, and this is very more accurate method. Why? Because every time whatever we are calculating in the previous step, we are trying to make use of the previous value to calculate the next, to calculate the next, to calculate the next. So if at all, this is like more accurate answer, this approximation method than any other method defined earlier. I hope you all have understood this Runge-Kutta method of fourth order. My suggestion, while because this is a little lengthy video and lengthy problem, my suggestion, whenever we have started with the problem, just you take the problems, see that what should be the x0, what should be the y0, what is x, and the entire step calculate k10, k20, k30, and k40, and then you calculate y1, and then you just come back and see the video again. Then only you just can calculate and be you can say the master of this particular method. Thank you. Happy learning.